Are you cutting your adhesive material by hand, wondering if there's a better solution? Well, keep watching to find out if that material can be die cut to get perfect parts every time. In this video, we'll cover the materials you can die cut, as well as 4 most difficult materials. Sit back and relax as we dive into the world of die cut materials. So some factors can determine how well material can be die cut are. Is a material really hard, such as plastics or metals? Is it soft, like a thick foam? Is it stretchy, like elastic material? There's a lot of things to take into consideration. You can tell just by feeling the material before it gets on press. Well, you can gauge the feasibility of converting a particular material simply by taking a pair of scissors, trying to cut it. Is it really difficult to cut? Too hard, too soft? Sometimes it'll ooze with adhesive after you cut it. So there's a lot of factors you can just determine by yourself before it even goes on press. Some of the challenges you come across when you're working with more difficult materials. Obviously, when you put it on press, you're going to have difficulties in converting it. That includes setup time, waste. So you're talking more expense, you're talking more material waste, just get everything in specifications. So there's a lot of factors there that can add up to a big cost. So if materials are available in roll form, that means they're at least flexible, but doesn't necessarily mean they're easy to run on press. Again, we have to look at the material itself and the effects of die cutting on it. 4 most challenging materials to cut are unsupported materials, stuff that's elastic-wise or stretchy, stuff that's extremely hard or abrasive, or something very thick. The importance of material stability versus unsupported material. At least with the material having a liner, it adds some stability as far as material not stretching, material not moving on press. The unsupported materials can move, they can stretch, which adds to extra setup time. You can possibly add more tooling as far as edge guides and everything, just keeping them in place and running smoothly through the press. So if you have unsupported material, by us laminating a liner to it, will help ensure that we're able to cut the material more accurately and quicker. So when you talk about elastic materials, they're tough to configure on press. It takes a lot more time to set up. So it's more like almost trial and error in press, which in turn you're using more material to set up. So you've got the extra labor cost, you've got the extra waste cost. The other item is, adjusting the attention to get your die cuts consistent over a long period of time. And that can be quite difficult without a liner. So when you're talking about abrasive materials and die cutting, that creates a lot of problems also. Number one, you're going to wear out your die quicker. So as you cut it, your blades will just wear down over time, which could be expensive as far as replacing the tooling. Think of cutting stuff with the scissors, maybe some sandpaper. After a while, your scissors start wearing out. Well, it's the same with tooling on press, so that will add extra cost. So cutting thick material can cause some issues also. Number one, as you're cutting a thick material, your blade goes through. The blades are no longer straight. You're cutting on an angle, which kind of gives an hourglass shape or a kind of a beveled edge, which is not wanted. There are countless kinds of adhesive material on the market, and we have found these to be the easiest and hardest to run in the die cut process. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to our Learning Center or contact us directly. Thanks for watching.